Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining on this another live stream today. So this is the 6th of June and this is on Sunday. So every Sunday I do the forecast, Forex forecast, and I cover the Forex pairs on my watch list as well as commodity gold and US oil, crude oil, and then indexes. And in the end I will cover the news for next week. So let's get started today. So let me get ready on these screens and everything here. I have to show the chat on the screen so that I can see the comments too. So how are you everyone? I hope you're having a great weekend today. It was raining in Tokyo in morning time today, but afterwards it became a sunny day and it was very nice. I went to some shoppings today and also bookstore and did some GTS session, and then here I am on this live stream. So thank you everyone for the participations and also supports. Now the number of subscribers on my YouTube channel became over 30k. So sometime next week or next week I will be doing some extra and special live stream, which will be quite long, maybe 3 hours, 4 hours. As far as I can go, I will do the special long live stream, and hopefully we check charts together, we talk about some free topics, and yeah, we might be able to take trades together too. I will do some analysis and take trades hopefully. So I will do the live stream, special live stream when the market is open, and hopefully we can take trades together too. So that will be a new style of the live stream. Okay, so I'm ready. So let me squeeze my face and show the front page. Okay. So before starting here, just a quick disclaimer. This information today is based on my own experience knowledge. So when you take trades, please do at your own risk. And also please follow the guidelines and also rules on this live stream and also future videos. Because now I don't have the moderators in my community. There's no mods here. So because it's not because they are doing something wrong, but it's just because my personal decision, personal reasons, I decided to manage the community by myself so that I can refer to it for the future structure of my YouTube channel. So since there is no mods in the community, please, if you can follow the rules and guidelines, that would be great. Okay, so let's get started. Let me say hi to everyone quickly. Karim, Esa, Surosh, Danish, and Elio, Gabby. Good to see you here. Thank you for joining everyone. Richard and Asif, Kincaid, Tube, thank you for joining. Noel, CJ, Tam, and Nasser, Juan, Christopher, Guy, Kulan, Richard, thank you for joining. T20, good to see you too. And JS, Alzaki, and Blackwater, thank you for joining as usual. Great to see you everyone. So let's cover some of the currency pairs. So every weekend and every Mondays, I make sure to check the weekly time frame and try to see which way the market is going. Because most likely on the following week, the market tends to go towards the weekly direction. So every weekend and Mondays, I check the weekly time frames, and every month end and the new days of the month, I check the monthly charts, and every day end and new day, I check the daily time frames. So when it comes to taking trades, I check the daily chart and forward chart and follow the direction. But if I see weekly chart to be trending, and most likely next week the market tends to go towards that direction, so it's easier for us to capture the directions also in the daily chart in lower time frames. And that's why I check the weekly chart on every weekend. And also, I want to see the candlestick patterns, whether it's a doji candlestick or engulfing or a breakout happens, or the market might be at the previous high or low on the weekly chart. So it always better to see the bigger picture and break it down to the lower time frames. And that's why every weekend on Sundays, I check these pairs and markets based on the weekly time frame as for Ichimoku and price action. So let's cover from the Euro pairs, Euro USD. Starting from Euro USD, let's see. So on this weekly trend, weekly time frame, it's become flat now. It's retracing. Kumo is up, but Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span with the candles, and this is retracing, still ranging. And if you see Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen below the Kijun Sen, so this is still in the range. So it could retrace backwards to the Kijun Sen, or it can break the previous support resistance upwards this way, and we never know which way it's going on the weekly chart. So, and we have the consecutive doji candlesticks here. Well, this is not really doji candlestick, sorry, but this is more of the tiny bodies and wicks up and downwards for the last 2 weeks. This means that the market has been ranging and there's no direction in the market. So we better look at the lower time frames, daily chart, forward chart to follow next week. So let's cover the Euro AUD. Alright, Euro AUD is also flat, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and Chikou span getting closer to the candles, and this is ranging, retracing. So there is no direction in terms of the weekly time frame. Euro Pound is also flat sideways, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and the price, if you see the price actions and candlesticks, I don't like this one because it's like a fishbone, the wicks are pointing up and downwards without any directions. So this is very difficult to take trades next week, I expect. And let's see, Euro JPY, this is an ideal uptrend that we have to look for. So Euro JPY, let me turn it purple, because I will be coming back to these trending pairs on the weekly time frames after I've done all these talks, so that you know which one is trending on the weekly basis. So Euro JPY is nicely uptrending, clearly, as you see the Kumo's up, and Kijun Sen, Tenkan Sen up, and Chikou span above the candles. Last week was bearish, or it's retracing, but still this is bullish. So I expect the market goes up continuously on the daily chart or lower time frames. So Euro JPY, we can keep an eye to look for buy chance in lower time frames. This is my view. And after this Tenkan Sen bounce, the market has been above the Tenkan Sen for the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks. So we have still room to 9 weeks for the retracement to Tenkan Sen. So in that sense too, I expect the market still goes up afterwards. And let me squeeze the chart and make sure that there is no previous high at this price level. And there is a previous highs here, but clearly they're broken. And now it's going up. So the market retraced backwards last week and looks like it's retesting the previous highs on the weekly chart, 133.228 level. And once it bounces, it can go up like this way. So let's go to Euro CAD is flat. Yeah, Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, and also the market has been ranging. So there's no direction, and we might not gonna be able to see the directions in lower time frames either in this condition. Okay, so let's cover the Euro Swiss franc is also flat. This in the P wave that is flat. Kumo retracing, Tenkan Sen retracing, while Kijun Sen flat. Chikou span getting backwards, so this is flat ranging and there's no trend. Alright, Dado JPY is also flat in the weekly chart. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat too. and we have this slight uptrend. On the daily chart, this is bullish. Let me switch back to the daily chart, and it's bullish in waves. So looks like the market is still going up in terms of these price actions. Due to NFP last Friday, the market went downwards last Friday, but still overall market looks to be bullish. But in this case, I would wait for the market breaks the previous resistance at 110.342 level and then look for the buy chance afterwards is my scenario. Otherwise, it could still go backwards to Kumo in this condition because weekly chart is flat. Yeah, once again, weekly chart is flat. You see Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, so it could retrace backwards still. This is not the stable uptrend as we saw like a Euro JPY. So we have to expect retracement too in this condition. And even if you take a buy or sell, you might not gonna be able to hold for a long time unless it breaks the resistance. So next week, even if you find the edges, it might be an intraday trade. Is expectation on this Euro JPY. So let's cover the Euro Swiss franc. USD Swiss franc is ranging also on the weekly chart. Kumo is still too tiny. Technically, this Senko span B down, A down, but overall Kumo is still flat. If you capture this Senko span B level and Senko span A, it's flat. So this is not really a stable downtrend, I would say. And we had this doji candlestick from last week, while the Kijun Sen flat and Chikou span touching candles, and this is ranging. So it could go up and down, and we're not sure which way it's going. So in this condition, we have to wait for the breakout of the doji as well as the support on the weekly chart, which is at 0.89299 level, and then start to look for the sell chance is my advice. Because we cannot trust the Kumo and Kijun Sen here and Chikou span. But one thing is that the Chikou span has been overlapping, so that means Chikou span could follow the candlestick direction. So now Chikou span has been tracing the past candles like this way, and now we had this bearishness 26 weeks before. It was bearish. So if the Chikou span traces like this way, then we can expect the market breaks the support as well as this doji candlestick, and it might be downtrending afterwards. And with that in mind, I look at the daily chart. And as per daily chart, it's retracing. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat also. But if the Chikou span does not touch the candles and it breaks, then that might be a continuous downtrend. Then we can start to look for the sell chance. That will make the Kumo Kijun Sen down too on the daily chart, and you can start to look for the sell afterwards. But if it doesn't happen, then it could retrace backwards to the Kumo. So we'll see which scenario can take place next week. So yeah, this is basically what I do every weekend. I create scenario and get ready for next week trades. So I try to share what I think about the markets by Ichimoku price action on these live streams. So hopefully you can view charts like this way too. So next one is the dollar CAD. So this is downtrending, yeah, because Kumo's down, and also Kijun Sen down too, Chikou span below the candles. So recently for the last 3 weeks has been ranging, or 4 weeks has been ranging, but still this is bearish. So sooner or later I expect the market breaks the support of 1.2 round number. Let me break it down to the daily chart. In the daily chart, it's been ranging, as you can see, the Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, but however the price still below the Kijun Sen Kumo and Chikou span still below the candles. while weekly chart is downtrending, so I expect the market breaks the support. But unless it happens, I will wait. I wait for the support line breakout, which is also the round number of 1.20000. So once it breaks, it goes down, is my view, continuously. But if the market retraces, breaks the Kijun Sen, then it might retrace backwards to Kumo, then I won't look for the sell chance anymore. So that's one thing. And also, as you see the lines like this, I can see that the P wave, this is called descending P wave or descending triangle, where the highs are getting lower and supports at the same price. This is the P wave as per Ichimoku, because if you put one line, one vertical line like this way, this becomes like a P shape. So this is P wave in Ichimoku, or you can call it descending triangle. And in this structure, there are more sellers than buyers since the 13th of May. So I expect the market breaks the support from that reason too. It may happen next week or next week, but that's what I expect in this situation. So we'll see if it happens. So let's go to the next one. So sorry, the dollar CAD is nicely downtrending, so I put the purple on this one too. And let's move on to the pound pairs. Pound USD, this is still uptrending because the Kumo Kijun Sen is gradually moving up too. Chikou span above the candles, and this is bullish. And last week was almost looking like a doji candlestick. There's no direction, but next week could be bullish, so I will expect a breakout of the resistance level. There are too many lines as I was talking, but I expect the market breaks 1.42492 level is the most previous resistance level here. So we'll see if it happens. And let's cover pound JPY. Pound JPY also looks to be bullish, but now it's retracing backwards because simply Kumo flat and Kijun Sen flat. So it could retrace backwards to the Tenkan Sen, and it may bounce next week or next week. So in that sense, in a daily chart or in the forward chart could be retracing backwards, but overall has been bullish. So we can still look for the buy chance in the long term in this situation. So let me go to the pound AUD. This is flat, ranging, and no trades because price is exactly in the Kumo, and not only the price in the Kumo, but also in this situation the price is in the Kumo where it's very thick like this. So this is like the airplanes going into the storm. In a heavy storm, it's going inside right now. So we have to expect the market could be spiky next week or next week. So we will avoid taking trades on this particular pair. So pound CAD is flat too. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, Chikou span touching, and we had this doji candlestick last week. There's no trend and no trades. I don't expect the market will be trending next week on the daily chart, forward chart on pound CAD. Even if we see some trends on lower time frames, it might be very short in this situation. So let's cover pound. Swiss franc is also flat, ranging. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. The market has been ranging with the wicks ups and downwards. So this is ranging, and the trend on the lower time frames could be very short too. So I would be staying away from this particular pair also. Moving on to AUD pairs. AUD USD is also flat. However, this is a potential bullishness because their Kumo's up, Senkou span B up, A up, and Kijun Sen is upwards too. Chikou span is technically above the candles also, so this is bullish. So I still expect the market breaks upwards in this situation. The market could be bouncing by this Kijun Sen on the weekly chart, and it could go up next week and onwards. Now you might think that this is head and shoulders, but for myself this is not the head and shoulders yet unless the market breaks the neckline. So make sure that you have the neckline breakout and then this becomes the head and shoulders. Otherwise this is too bullish, so I still expect the market will go up. This is the ranging market, but I expect the market goes up this way is my view. But once the neckline break happens at around 0.7566 level, then it might go down and it goes into the Kumo, and I won't look for buy chance anymore if it happens next week. So we'll see which way it goes. So next one is the AUD-CAD. This is going into the range now and into the Kumo here, so there's no direction. It can be spiky on the lower time frames, so you have to be careful if you want to take trades on this one. So yeah, after this Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen dead cross and Chikou span breakout, the market is going into the Kumo, and also this is where the Kumo is very thick like this. So for sure it's gonna take time for the market to break the Kumo. So on the lower time frames could be very spiky. So let's go to the AUD-JPY. This is also bullish, and I expect a breakout upwards in this situation because Kumo's up, Kijun-sen is up, and the market has been supported by the Tenkan-sen and Chikou span above the candles. So this is bullish, and I expect the market breaks the resistance level at 85.855 level. So let's move on to AUD-CHF. Alright, this is flat retracing backwards to the Kijun-sen here, but it might be bouncing by the Kijun-sen and it might go up this way. So next week could be bullish. So if we see once again the lower time frames to be uptrending, then we can look for the buy chance. Now it's flat. Now Kumo flat. Now Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat. So it could break the Kijun-sen down, and once it breaks the Kijun-sen downwards next week, then you don't look for buy chance anymore. But if it bounces like this way, then you can start to look for buy chance in lower time frames. So let's move on to some of the CAD pairs. So CAD-JPY is bullish. It's a nice bullish trend. The Senko span is up, Kijun-sen up, Chikou span all the way above the candles. So Chikou span location is also important. Make sure that you have the Chikou span away from the candles, and this is a nice trend confirmation also. If it's too close, then this is range. This is more into the range. But this, I would say that this is a healthy uptrend because Chikou span is all the way above the candles, and we'll see that the also Kumo's up and Kijun-sen up. There was a Tenkan-sen bounce, and now it's going up this way. And we had this engulfing candlestick. If you focus on the candlestick patterns here, the 2 weeks back candlestick high and low has been engulfing the next candle. This was, and also this breakout happened after this previous doji candlestick. So doji candlestick breakout happened 2 weeks back, and last week was engulfing. So once it breaks the high at this 91.153 level, then that will be a continuous uptrend in this direction. So we can look for buy chance when it happens. And that follows the weekly trend direction. Very important in this case. So let's cover the CAD-CHF. It's flat, ranging, Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat. It's in the P wave and there's no direction. The candlesticks are so small, the body is so small, so this is ranging on lower time frames too. And quickly covering this Swiss franc JPY is also bullish. Kumo's up and Kijun Sen up, Tenkan Sen also up, Chikou span above the candles. And here also we have this engulfing structure. So once it breaks our previous high at 122.587 level, then it could go up continuously this way. So that covers the whole Forex pairs on the weekly chart. I think I missed one of these uptrend. I think that was AUD USD is bullish. Yeah, all the rest are ranging. Pound JPY is uptrending, but I see Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So it might retrace. So in this case, I won't put the purple signal on this particular pair unless it breaks. Okay, so let's cover the gold. So in terms of gold on the weekly chart, this is still flat so far because the Kumo's up, but the Kijun Sen is still flat. Chikou span still too close to the candles, and this is flat and ranging market. But one thing is that the market broke the P wave. So this is the triangle P wave on the yellow lines, and it broke upwards 2 weeks backwards. And last week was retracing. It was downtrend or bearish, but I can see that the bounce here by the P wave, and now we have another new trend line, descending trend line like this way. So that means once it breaks the trend line, then I expect the market goes up continuously this way. Or simply if you see the breakout of 1914.631 level, then that will be a continuous bullish trend, I guess. So when it happens, I will start to look for a buy chance on gold next week onwards. So let's cover the WTI crude oil, and this is bullish. It broke the previous high now, and this is the high ever since the October 2018. This is new high. This is remarkable, and I expect the market goes up to 76.93 in the long term. Now Kumo's up, Kijun Sen is up also, and Chikou span above the candles. And last week we had the clear breakout of the previous resistance level of 68.16, and expect the market continuously goes up this way. So let me go to the index. Starting from Nikkei. Nikkei has been still ranging because the Kumo's flat and Kijun Sen flat now. Chikou span is getting closer to the candles, and this is in the P wave. In this case, I will redo the P wave like this way, but still this is in the range, retracing, and we're not sure which way it's going. It's been retracing backwards for the last couple of months here, so there's no uptrend in this situation. And let's cover some of the US indexes. Dow Jones. Dow Jones is also retracing backwards now. It broke the P wave in the daily chart. Let me switch it to the daily chart, and it broke the P wave, but still it's flat, and on the weekly chart it's flat too. So this P wave breakout might not gonna be so reliable in continuous uptrend, so I will delete the P wave for now, and I would only focus on this engulfing structure. On the week of 10th May, high and low has been engulfing future 1 to 3 candles on the weekly chart. So I would wait for the breakout of the previous high, which is 3515, and once it breaks, then that will be a good time to look for buy chance. Or within the engulfing candlestick, if you see the Senko span B or A and Kijun Sen start to go up this way, then that will be the potential breakout of the previous resistance level. But unless it happens, the market could retrace backwards initially to the Tenkan-sen, and then it may retrace backwards all the way to the Kijun-sen. So we'll see which way it goes next week. And Nasdaq has been ranging too. This is also another P wave, but it's more bullish because the Kumo's up simply, and Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen both upwards, and Chikou span still above the candles. So looks like Nasdaq still the potential breakout upwards in the P wave could happen next week. So once again, if you see the structure, then you might think that this is the head and shoulders, or it might become head and shoulders and the market could go down this way. And that might be true. That might be true, but for now, as far as I see the market as of now, this is bullish. So I still expect the market breaks upwards this way and continuously be on the bullish in waves. However, when the market starts to break the P wave downwards, as well as the Kijun-sen and also previous support, then this becomes a head and shoulders, and the market might continue to go down into the Kumo here. But so far, I think this is the potential breakout upwards, and I will still expect that to happen in this condition. So let me cover the S&P. So S&P 500 is also uptrend because simply Kumo's up, Kijun-sen is up also. And here we can also see engulfing structure, and I expect the market breaks the resistance of 45.8 level. Once it breaks, it goes like this way, and looks like it happens next week. So let's cover the Euro stocks. This one is also bullish because of this previous breakout of the resistance, and now it goes up this way. So now this is all-time high. So looks like this is still been bullish now. I think it's gonna go up continuously next week. So let's cover the FTSE 100. This is also bullish, and so also this is engulfing structure, just like US indexes. This is also engulfing structure from the week of the 10th of May, high and low. So but I still expect the market breaks the resistance simply because Kumo's up and Kijun-sen is up. So once the market breaks 7164.44, then you will start to look for the buy chance afterwards in this condition. So let me cover the CAC fronts. This is also bullish, nicely bullish, so we can still look for the buy chance. Yeah, after these are two consecutive doji candlestick breakout was significant, as well as a previous high, and it looks like this is continuously bullish trend. So here's Nifty chart. Nifty chart now shows bullish trend. So if I can take a trade, I will look for the buy chance next week. Yeah, because Kumo's has been moving up. Chikou span is above the candles. Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen now bullish. So before it happens, I expected the market breaks, and now it goes up and breaks. So this is nicely bullish trend, and we can expect the continuous bullish in waves as it goes on like this way. Okay, and Hansen index is now flat retracing, Kumo flat, Kijun-sen flat, and there is no trend, and this is very difficult to see which way it's going. And AU200 also, same as Nifty index or Euro stocks or CAC France, it's been bullish. So this is nice breakout, and it can go up higher and higher in this condition. And DAX index also broke the previous high, and also this was the round number of 15500, and this is now looks like this is a now new trend, new uptrend. So, and also two consecutive doji has been broken upwards last week, and I think this is a significant sign of the new uptrend in this structure. Okay, and so that covers the whole indexes on my watch list. And let me cover the news for next week. So make sure you look at news before the big news happens. Especially the big ones, you have to keep an eye. So next week, it's the 7th of June. On Monday, we have no news. And Tuesday, we have the GDP report in Japan. So JPY could be affected by that. And also a GDP report in Euro itself, they have that. So we have to be careful on the Euro report in Tuesday on the 8th. And moving on to the 9th of Wednesday, we have rate statement on Canada, BOC. So we have to be careful on CD pairs. And Thursday, we have a couple of news too. This rate decision also on ECB. So Euro could be affected by that. And then CPI, ex-food and energy will be there in the US, as well as this ECB monetary policy statement. So I think this is the biggest event for next week, Euro. Monetary policy could be affected by this. And then let's see, on Friday we have G7 meeting on Euro, so Euro could be affected by that. And then Michigan consumer sentiment report will be in the US. Recently, the sentiment reports won't really affect the market, but it's good to know before to take trades. It might affect this time, so always have to keep an eye on these upcoming news next week. So yeah, as compared to last week, we have less news, less impacting news this week. So I think the only one you have to be careful is the monetary policy statement and Euro on Thursday on the 10th of June. So that covers the whole pairs and indexes, commodities, and also the news. So for the next 10 minutes or so, let me have a free talk. Let me say hi to everyone and have a free talk afterwards. So before, actually when I started to take trades, I never paid attention to the weekly chart, but now I do because like I mentioned before, weekly chart trends are very strong, and it can go longer period of time. So it's always good to look at the weekly chart, although your scalp or your intraday trades, it's good to see weekly chart to follow the major direction is a key. Alright, so Rush, yes, I will let you know when I do the special live stream sometime next week or next week. Yes. Alright, Justin, Danny, Robert, Dai, thank you for joining. Raleigh, good to see you too. Alright, Faiz, thank you for joining. Fuj, Rock, thank you for joining too. Nguyen, Serene, and yeah, good to see everyone. Alright. Madhus, thank you for joining too from India. Alright, Payman, thank you for joining too. Could you describe a good example of buy or sell with Ichimoku? Yeah, if you're only using Ichimoku, then you can buy or sell at the bounds of Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen. Like on this Euro JPY, you see the bounce, or in this case Tenkan-sen bounce is happening. So once the market reaches backwards to Tenkan-sen, it could bounce and goes up this way, and that will be a great buy chance. And stop loss will be below the previous low, or you can put the stop loss at the Kijun-sen level and take trade by the swing time frame. So I think that's the most simple way to take trades. But before taking the trade, you have to see the pattern in the market. In this particular situation, the market has been bouncing by the Tenkan-sen few times in the past, so you can expect the next Tenkan-sen bounce and take a buy from there. But sometimes the market bounces by the Kijun-sen. In that case, you take the Kijun-sen bounce and take trades. And it happens on the daily chart down to 1 hour chart. But I would say you better take daily chart or weekly chart for these bounces because these are more reliable on higher time frames than lower time frames. Oh, Gabby, thank you for the reminder. So if you liked it, please place the like button before you leave so that it keeps me going. Alright, let's see. Hicham says, hi Kay, it's been a very long time. I haven't followed your channel. Yeah, it's been a while, Hicham. Where were you? Thank you for joining. Yeah, what a chance to get educated by a master like you. I'm back for a good time. Okay, that's good. Welcome back, always. Yeah, we are living on different conditions, different situations, but I'm here every day. Almost every day I'm here. So whenever you can come back, I'm welcome everyone. Because I'm always here to share my trades and experience and also the market views. So, and everything is saved in the archive. Yeah, I mean everything is saved on the archive, so you can always come to my YouTube channel and click on the playlist, click on the KTS or FT4, FT5 or basics. You can click on these videos and you can find tons of video in the past. Yes. Yeah, so Rush, you're welcome. I will see you soon. Alright, Virgie says, please look for Coforge. I'm not sure about Coforge, so let me stick to the Forex pairs and gold, oil, and indexes. That would be great. Alright, Harsha Vadir, thank you for joining. And Kenneth Payman, you're welcome. William says, how about XAU USD? Yeah, for those who are newly joining on today's live stream, or also a reminder, let me cover the gold one more time. So gold has been ranging on the weekly time frame because the Kumo's flat. Well, technically, the Senko span B's up, A's up, but this is not a stable up Kumo. And also, in my chart color setting, this is bearish Kumo. And bearish Kumo is moving up, and this is not an ideal uptrend structure. That's one thing for the range, and also Chikou span too close with the candles. But after the P wave breakout, it's retesting, and we have the new descending trend line like this way. And once it breaks a trend line as well as the previous high at this 1914.631 level, then that will be a new high, and we can look for buy chance when it happens. But this might be short term. It might not gonna go up for a long time, so you might have to be careful with retracement. But this is bullish now. It's good. All right. Alright, Atik says, hi Kay, how are you? How is Dubai treating you? Hope you all set, weather, etc. Yeah, so I'm still in Japan, Tokyo now, and I will be moving to Dubai on the 29th of June this month. So I have 20 some days until I fly and move to Dubai. So I feel excited. And at the same time, I feel a bit nervous because I'm living in Japan for a long time. So it's a new challenge for me, new stage of my life. So I got the visa an ID in Dubai and came back to Tokyo to finish the paperwork. Oh, and now I have the bank account. Thankfully, I got the bank account ready, and I'm waiting for the checks and also cards to come to Japan, or I will get these cards and checks once I go to Dubai, and then I will fix the apartment and I start to live there. So yeah, it's a few steps away, but I already got the ticket and everything's ready as expected. Yeah, I will talk about it more on my second channel, so you will see the details of how it progresses, but it's working well. It's going well so far. Alright, Sandra, thank you for joining from Colombia. Good to see you. Oh, hello, Mizan. Thank you for joining. You changed the name. Good to see you once again. Yeah, William, you're welcome too. Alright, let's see. What about Bitcoin? Okay, Bitcoin, let me check. Personally, I don't follow Bitcoin, but let me see. Weekly shows its range. We had this doji candlestick forming. Let me go down to the daily chart. This is in the P wave now. After the huge spike, it's been squeezing P wave, and this is ranging now. So we're not sure which way it's going, because Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat, it's in the range, but this is more of the bearish side because the price is below Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen, Kumo, and Chikou span below the candles, so it could break the P wave downwards this way, is my view still. Unless the market breaks the P wave upwards, this is bearish to me, and this is not the perfect time to buy yet. I mean, if this is Forex, then I will say so, but this is Bitcoin, so and this is not my profession, so I'm not sure. I just share my views as per Ichimoku and price action, as if I'm looking at the chart like the Forex pairs. It's my view. Payment says, after finding out a bullish trend at weekly chart, how to know signal for buy at 1 hour chart? In 1 hour chart, you see the same thing. You see Kumo Kijun Sen, Chikou span location Tenkan Sen, and also candlestick patterns, and look for the buy chance. But make sure that the 1 hour chart is also uptrending or following the major direction, and then look for the trading chances. Okay, Richard says Dubai has 2 straight lows for my taste. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. You will be see my reports in second channel after I move to Dubai. Alright, Thu says, how do you take the trade Tenkan Sen, Kijun Sen bounce on the daily chart, weekly chart? Simply, you have to wait for the candle close by the bounce. So for example, in this Bitcoin, let's say the market has been going down this way, and exactly on this day, 21st of May, there was a bounce by this Tenkan Sen. So you see the market bounce and close below the Tenkan Sen, and from the next week, or sorry, next day, you can expect the market goes down continuously this way. So this is after the Tenkan Sen bounce. It goes like this. It went downwards a little bit and then retraced backwards like this. So here, this is not the Tenkan Sen bounce. This is with the Tenkan Sen, and we're not sure which way it's going. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat too. It breaks the Tenkan Sen, and now you don't take the Tenkan Sen bounce anymore. And you can do this on the weekly or daily time frames. Alright, hello David, thank you for joining here. So I'm coming to Dubai. So yeah, looking forward to that day to come. Yeah, Bestiani, thank you for joining. And Fuch, yeah, there's no place like home. Yeah, I would say Japan's unique. Japan's unique in that sense. And I was born and grew up in Japan, so of course Japan is my home. But yeah, that's a new challenge for my life. Yes, but I make sure to set the break even or to set the stop loss whenever I decide something new. So in that sense too, before I moved to Dubai, I visited there for 3 times. So I know what Dubai is, what the places are like, what the foods are like, and people are like, and cultures are like. I do researches before I really move to somewhere. And that's what I did when I actually went to the US for study. Before I went to the US, I visited there twice with my family, my father and also my brother. I visited there twice, did some researches, and I decided to go. So yeah, before taking into actions, you have to analyze and you have to see conditions. Just like tradings, it's the same. Yeah. Otherwise, it becomes gambling. Yeah. Alright, Shamal. Mr. K, I think that your KTS strategy is the best for non-losing tradings. That's good to hear. Yes, my strategy is structured to become a non-losing trader. So non-losing meaning that you have the proper risk management skill. And I don't really focus on how much I can profit, how much I can make profit, or how much I can extend the profit. But my focus is how not to lose or how to minimize the risk per trade. And that is my strategy. Because once the market goes, it goes. And you don't really have to worry about the losses anymore. Once it's the break-even line at the right timing, then you don't really have to think about the losses. And that is my strategy. So I'm glad that it works for you. And I hope that it works for anybody who watches my YouTube live streams and videos. JS says, Kason, personal question, may I know why you decided to relocate to Dubai? Thanks. Multiple reasons. Time zone, and also opportunities to invest and tax. Yeah, many reasons. Yeah, I talk about it on my second channel, so you can visit me on second channel. You can find the link below the description and come to my second channel. I think I will be doing my second channel after this live stream. Let's do it, and I will talk about it more. Yeah, because I got the energy today, so I will do the second channel live stream after this public live ends. And talk about the process of relocating to Dubai and how far I'm going. Okay, let's see. Kenneth says, are you going to start a school of trading in Dubai? No, I don't. I try to invest my money into properties, indexes, and stock markets and new businesses. That's my new life and new goal. Can you share the view of USD INR? Right, let me check quickly. USD INR. Starting from the weekly chart, this is flat. It's been spiking up and down, and this is ranging now, retracing. And as per daily chart, this is also retracing, ranging too. Kumo flat, Kijun Sen flat. So it could retrace backwards to Kijun Sen, and it may break the Kijun Sen. So in this situation, if you can sell this particular currency pair, then I would wait for the clear breakout of the support and will look for the sell chance. Otherwise, it just keeps going and ups and downs, and we cannot really expect which way it's going in this situation. Okay, so I guess I will be ending the live stream in about a couple of minutes and switch it to the second channel live stream. It's been a while since I did the second channel live stream last time. I think it was like 2 weeks or 3 weeks backwards. So I will do it maybe 30 minutes or so, just to share my updates. And that will be a casual talk. Alright, Euro USD, I've already talked about it on the forecast today, but it's ranging. It's retracing on the Euro USD, so better to wait for the clear breakout of the resistance level, is my view. It's retracing backwards now. Payman says, we Iranian just ruined the Ichimoku, you use it very differently. Oh, is it? Oh, okay. Because yeah, my view of Ichimoku is based on these original books. So this is one of the original books, and there are 5 available in public. But my view of the market is basically based on these books and also based on my own experience. Yeah, Goichi Hosoda doesn't really talk about the multiple time frames, but I do. So that's my original. And the stop loss, break even, risk management is also my original. But my analysis and my knowledge is basically based on these original books. So recently I read this one more time, and I learned a lot too. So it's quite interesting technique to see markets by Ichimoku 5 lines. Okay, so I guess it's time to end. So thank you for joining, everyone. So if you can join my second channel live stream that happens after this one, you can join, or you can see archive on the second channel live stream too. So hope to see you there, or hope to see you on the next one. So until then, please stay healthy and stay gold, everyone. And bye for now. Mata ne. Thank you.